Hey there, Steve at Fox Can Farms. Do you have one of these cases for some sort of cordless tool, or even not a cordless tool but a plastic one? It's got all these formed, spots where your tools go in there, and you just don't use the thing and didn't have the heart to throw it away, but you kept it thinking maybe you'd have a use for it, or maybe you'd take your tools and travel with them, but in the end you just throw them in a 5-gallon pail or something else, so if you're traveling, taking it somewhere else, and you just take it anyway, and you never put it in the case. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cut the inside of this out and see if it works. So let's I'm going to use an oscillating tool, and let's cut this inside out and see if it's going to work for a case at all. If not, well, now it's burned up about 10-15 minutes, and we'll throw it in the garbage and move on. So, well, I didn't videotape the first part. I've already cut it out. Sorry, I screwed up on my camera there using the remote here. I'm all alone. And so let me see if I can get this out. See how it looks. If it looks decent, then I'm going to cut the other side out, and by golly, I might have a case I can use. So I've got this all cut out. Hopefully you can see that there, cut around there. It doesn't look that clean, but I'm not overly concerned with how it looks because I'm not even sure it's going to work. And if I really want to make it look nice, I can come through there, say like a one of those utility blade with a hook knife on it. That'll trim that up pretty nice, I think. It's about the decent sized plastic, so for a hook knife. So let's give that a whirl and try to get this out of here. Well, what do you know? I missed the spot. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. I don't know what to do about this. I think I'm just going to leave that there. It's a spot under here, but until I figure out if what I'm putting in there, if it needs this space or not, I'll leave that. It might be a little handy little spot to put things. All right, there you go. Looks pretty good. I think I can make use of that. So I'm going to get the other side out and have one more look. Missing a glove. Nothing to look at here, people. Just keep working. So as I'm doing this, I'm leaving a little bit of a lip here, thinking it's going to provide some strength for the entire case. Well, one thing you want to be careful of is you don't go out the other side like I just did there. I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but want to watch out for that. I think this can be fun. Clean it up a little bit. So I'll just clean it up a little bit, see how that works. I'll just use a hook blade here. Key thing here is for me to just slow down, be a little more patient. I'm just rushing because I want to get to some other things, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe you don't know how that goes, but I'm guessing if you're watching this, you probably know how that goes. Alright, so I'm going to get the shop vac, just clean that up. One thing I see, it makes a mess, so. Yeah, so I got that pretty well cleaned up. There's still some little pieces in here. I guess I was just rushing, but yeah, I probably just hit it with the air compressor and get those little pieces out of there. By the way, I found my other glove. So, it's really a decent case, you know, and maybe yours looks just like mine. It's got all the dust on here. It might require a little bit of cleanup, but from sitting on the shelf and everything, but I think that's a nice case that could be used for any number of things. Put some tools in there, put some foam in there, and you could even have stuff so it doesn't slide around. It has a spot for it, wrenches, I don't know. That say that you take out in the backyard, maybe some pliers, things you often take out there. You could even fill it with some tools and stick it out in your shed so you have tools on the shed and you don't have to go grab them all the time. I suppose another use would be toys, Legos. Anybody have any of those around the house? You know, and these edges really aren't sharp. After I cut them, there's some rough spots here and there, so if that bothered you, it's really not going to bother me for what I'm going to use it for. But if it bothered you, I'll tell you what you do. You take your soldering gun, put the plastic tip on it, or if you don't have it, who cares, it'll still work. And just kind of, you know, go along that edge there with your soldering gun tip, and it'll melt that and soften those edges, and you can make it look prettier, I guess, as well. So there you go. Yeah. So I found a use for my new storage box. I haven't really had a good spot for all my tap and die sets, and yeah, just put them in there. I think it's going to work out really well. Hey, so I found another toolbox. This is going so well, I just thought I'd show you this one, a little something that a little bit different on the other one. The other one did not have these little spots right here. These are actually attached to the bottom of the case, okay? And so what I've done is I just cut around them. Just thought I'd show you this little trick. Just cut around them like that, and then I'm going to pull this piece right out. There we go. Yeah. And then I'm just going to take the oscillating tool and cut those off. I'll just cut them off so that they're flush. Okay, right here I drilled through I ended up cutting through the case. I could probably just leave it. I just thought I'd throw in the video how I'm going to try to patch that in case this is something you haven't seen before. Hopefully I can get this to work on the camera. We've got this flat iron plate here. This happens to be a 250 watt soldering iron, so a lot of you may not have something like that. I normally have a different type of tip on a smaller soldering gun, but mine broke. So we're just going to try this and see, for example, right here. We'll just start right here because instead of going right on the area, and we're going to work it in like this here. And I'm just going to, initially, I'm just going to kind of, you know, right now I'm just testing it to see how it's working with this because I've never used this before. This area down here isn't necessarily in need of repair. I'm just testing it out. I want to do this in a well ventilated area, of course. And you can spend more time on this and make it look a lot nicer than what I'll be doing. For what I'm going to be using this case, it's not that important how nice it looks. So here I'm just going to smooth this out so you can get some sense of what you can do with something like this. This big iron here, if you will, is a little bit more cumbersome to work with than some of your smaller plastic blades, is what I'm noticing. You can finesse it a little bit more, but the nice thing about this big one is I can take a nice big swath and I won't get it. I'm not getting as many dips and inconsistent sort of plastic marks in there. So this is actually working quite nice. What you might do is use a smaller one, weave in some of the plastic, and then use something like this as an iron to kind of smooth it out if you want a nice smooth surface. So what I'm going to do, I'm thinking I'm going to try this here. Now those of you that know that that's a soldering iron tip, soldering gun tip, might cringe a little bit at this, but I don't have my plastic tip. It broke on me, and most of the things I have are old because they come from estate sales. So I'm going to do this, so cringe away. If you hear the noise in the back, that's a fan. I'm trying to keep all this melting plastic moving. Okay, so I'm just going to try to see I'm blending that in there. I'm making sure that I'm pushing it into it, down through the new plastic into the old, so that it'll bond with it, if you will. That seems to be working for there, so I'm just spreading that out a little bit, and then we'll let that kind of set up, and I'm going to put another piece right over there. We're going to let that set up, and then we'll put the iron on it and try to smooth it out. Or if this is good enough for you and you don't really care, then there wouldn't be any need to put that iron, if you will, on there. So just kind of smooth this out a little bit. Yeah, so I think that's going to be good for my purposes. Yet I probably could have left it the way it was. I could have even just put some duct tape across it. Would have been fine for me, or some T-Rex tape, if you will. It seems to have really good holding properties. I would clean it up with some isopropyl alcohol first, and then put that T-Rex tape on there. It'd be just fine if I was concerned about it. So here's what I think I'm going to do with this this other case that I cut out here. Got some ratcheting tie downs. I like to keep in the vehicles. Got those in there. A little small first aid kit. Got a toe strap. This is just some garbage bags. It's always handy to have some plastic or a garbage bag along. You know, if you're for some reason you got to do some work out in the snow or whatever it might be, you got some snow, some plastic you can lay on. There's plenty of room in here for more items because you can see how this box is higher. So I'll probably just take a look at some things that are other things laying in the vehicle and put them in here. So we've got them in one nice case, and it'll fit great underneath one of those seats. Okay, well, that's how I'm going to use these boxes. Let me know down in the comments if you do something like this and what you use your boxes for. If you have any other ideas of how you might use something like this. Maybe you've even done this. Got some other ideas. You know, I've seen these things at like garage sales, estate sales. I go to estate sales more often. And you can pick these cases up for like $1 or $2. People just want to get rid of them. They're just done with them. They don't really have a use for them. Right? They only work for certain tools in theory, but when you cut the inside out, like we've talked about in this video, you can use it for all kinds of things. So, oh, one more thing. In the Milwaukee cordless drill case, it had this nifty little thing in there. right? But it's for storing just bits, you know, tips that go into your for your drill. I don't know, I cut it out and saved it. I could cut off more of this flashing here and just be left with just the container. I'm not really sure. Maybe this, maybe I'll find a use for this, or maybe this will just become like something that goes on the shelf like these and takes up less space and collects dust. I hope not, but yeah. Let me know if you got any ideas of how to use something like this, again, or the toolboxes. But yeah, other than that, like we always say here, make it happen.